Hi. I've missed you guys. I've been MIA off of YouTube for a while. I've been super busy, and I'm so behind on all of your videos, and we've just been really crazy busy with the house, getting the house ready, and today the furniture is arriving, or coming back, I should say. We packed our furniture in one of those pod things, so the pod's being delivered today. So I'm doing a little bit of procrastinative vlogging because I know you can't tell my husband, but I know he's there like with the pod, and I'm just kind of putting off showing up a little bit. But I have a good reason. I have to go shopping at the at the Mexican supermarket. I have some fruit and stuff I want to get. I need to get sometimes you have to go, okay, where do I go when I need tortilla chips, inexpensive fruit, a St. Joseph candle for the new house, and maybe something sweet, but I don't want to spend a lot of money on it? Mexican supermarket. So I'm at Pancho Villa. I'm actually on my way home from work. I'm at Pancho Villa, which is on the way home, and I'm going to pick up a few things, including that candle for me and the family. But I've been super busy trying to get the house habitable so we can get in there finally. It's been a long spring and summer staying in my mom's house, which I'm very grateful that we were able to do, but I'm ready to be in our new little house. And one of the things that I've been busy doing is launching a new blog to do with the new house. I decided we are going to do some urban homesteading. I don't have a lot of land on which to grow things, and I don't have a lot of experience, but I am determined to learn. I thought it would be a fun thing with my kids to do. I already do a lot of things, like I cook most of our food that we eat. I just started canning, but like with the pressure cooker kind of thing. And I've done, dehydrating and stuff like that in the past. But anyway, so I decided to do a new blog talking about urban homesteading, and also relating it to, I realized in the process of planning all this, you know how things all your life, but it doesn't really sink in until years later. You know what I mean? My grandparents, I'm realizing as I'm planning all this stuff, my grandparents were urban homesteaders. They grew their own food. They grew plants for, like medicine type plants. I forget. I don't know the English terminology for it, but, like aloe, if you burn yourself, there was aloe in the backyard, for example. But they were growing all this stuff in the yard and eating it and using it, consuming it. In a city. They lived in Oxnard, California, which is a tiny city compared to San Diego. But they did it. So I think I should be able to do it too. So I decided, and I know I'm going to fail a lot. So I launched a new blog, in the time that I've been gone. It's called, The Chingona Homesteader. And you can check it out if you want. And I will be vlogging stuff about that. Cooking and gardening and house downsizing and stuff like that. But I really went back and forth about, did I want to start a new YouTube channel too? I think I don't. I hope you'll forgive me. I think I don't want to do another separate channel. So what I will do though, because I know not everybody's going to be interested in that stuff, it will say Chingona Homesteader before the video, the title of the video. So you'll know oh, it's just one of those, and you don't have to, click it if it's not something you're interested in. But I will be doing cooking stuff from time to time. And of course I will be including Weight Watchers points for the cooking stuff. So that's my big news. I am very excited about the furniture coming back today. I don't even remember what we put in the pod, to be honest, because, again, we sold or gave away or just threw away 70% of what was in our house. Yeah, we're downsizing from a 2,200 square foot home to a just over 1,000 square foot home. And so that meant we had to get rid of a lot of stuff, most of our stuff, which was great. And I've talked about that before, but anyway, so it's a whole big new life I'm getting ready to launch. But I will still be posting, of course, all the other stuff here that I normally talk about. And I hope you all are well. What are your plans for fall? Like, what kind of stuff are you doing? Do you set goals in the fall too, like I do? I am really excited about fall, and I'm very excited to be back in my own home where I am in control of what's in my kitchen, because the struggle is real. Last month when I weighed in, I managed to lose some of the weight I gained staying with my mom. This month, gained it all back. It's all back. So I am back on the weight loss train. I would like to I'm going to attempt to do weekly weigh-in videos again. And the other thing that's happened is I fell off the intermittent fasting train, which I really, really, really miss. So now that October's here, I might not be doing sober October, but I might be doing intermittent fasting October. I think I'm going to, because I really loved it. I love the way I felt when I was doing it. And I can tell, I mean, not that I've been eating horribly or anything, but like I started getting headaches again. Sleep's not the best as it could be. So I'm going to go back on the intermittent fasting train. And I'm in a parking lot, and this car is like this close to backing into me. Oh my gosh, you guys, the scariest thing happened this morning. I was driving to work. And in San Diego, or in California, I should say, in general, so especially Southern California, around this time of year, we get really, really thick fog. So I was driving to work in the very thick fog, and I can barely see in front of me. Unfortunately, at that hour, there's nobody on the road, except, apparently, a pigeon. I think it was a pigeon. It was a large bird. And I screamed my head off. I'm not gonna lie. And I somehow managed to not go swerving off the road. But there's no blood. I know this is really gross, but there is this, so I have to stop at the car wash too, is what I'm saying. There is this like, big, greasy spot on my windshield. It is so gross. It really scared me, and it really grossed me out. And I screamed and screamed. Yeah, I screamed all the rest of the way to work, I think. Have you guys ever done that? Oh. And I know the bird didn't survive. There's no way that bird survived. There's no way. Impossible. I was going like at least 65 miles an hour. There's no way that bird is alive anymore. So it's been a weird day, which is why I need to go get a candle. Maybe I should get more than one candle. I'll give you some snapshots of the Mexican supermarket. You can see check it out. So this is a hodgepodge video, as it turned out. I just really missed you guys, and I wanted to check in. And I hope you're really well. And I will try to do weekly weigh-in videos, because it helps me to stay accountable to all of you. And you guys always write to tell me that it helps you to hear what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to get back on intermittent fasting. I can at least do that. I can go back to IF this week. So at the very least, I can get that done. And I will be back ASAP. So just keep an eye out. If you see at the beginning of a video Chingona Homesteader, that will be to do with the new blog. It's, again, a lot of my, mostly failing, I think it's going to be, at homesteading with my very little postage size piece of property that I'm going to have. And also using the opportunity to share memories. I'm doing this blog really for my kids to have, a record of the experience. And I'm also using it to tie into a lot of my family memories of growing up with my grandparents and my extended family, and the things that I learned from them that I forgot that I knew. I forgot that I knew that you could grow your own food in an urban environment. I totally forgot that. Isn't that silly? So yeah, I hope you guys are well. Have a wonderful, beautiful weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. Is that amazing? And there's like, I don't even know how many Mexican supermarkets so close to me. It's one of the nice things about living in a city. So you saw the pan dulce, the Mexican sweet bread, basically like Mexican donuts is what it kind of amounts to. Did I buy any? Yeah, I did. I wish I hadn't bought, you see that? That's the chocolate chip cookie melting all over everything else. Yeah, because, we're moving. So for everybody else, but I'm not going to lie, one of those is for me. And you may be asking, how many points is one of these things? I can tell you the concha, which is the typical, like if you think of Mexican bread, you think of the concha. Here's a picture. It is in the app. It is, and they are 10 per concha. And a concha is like, it's like, well, I'll show you. I'll show you how big. Because this is probably the one I'm going to eat. That big. Pretty big. Even for 10 points. I could easily have half of them, half of one with a cup of coffee. I'm planning to make them myself coming up, but we'll see if I can fix the points value to something a little more reasonable. But yeah, so I got everything. And those strawberries, I just bought a heap of the strawberries. My daughter wanted some, and then I'm going to make jam with the rest of them because they were so cheap. And that's it. I'll be back soon. Hope your Sunday is going great. Bye, guys.